Hi guys. So, thank you for tuning in to LeMay's Legacies with Jacqueline LeMay. The last time that we were on here, I was playing the piano. And I just wanted to talk to you about how different medias, different versions of art can bring out different emotions. This is something that I sketched about 2 days ago, just from my brain, and now I'm painting it. The thing about art is it can take you anywhere. It can be a beautiful scenery that you remember from childhood. It can be your first love. And it really is here just to calm you down. Something that I loved to do when I was younger was sing. And I've been doing it more, which means that maybe my happiness is growing. There's always something that we enjoy in life that maybe others don't get about us, and they don't get to see that side of us. My perspective of this painting is I hide my eyes. I wear contacts, and usually they're bright blue, but my natural eye is a caramel, as my husband says, brown, and I don't show it off enough. So this painting was just me basically letting out versions of myself that I may hide from the rest of the world. Painting to me is so surreal and beautiful and fun. Some of my best memories of my mother and I doing painting with a twist. Now, there's no alcohol this time. This is completely sober. I just wanted to get some of my emotions out and let others know that, yeah, we're all panicking, we're all freaking out. This is a scary time. So use this time to gather your thoughts and find things that calm you down. Personally, I love creating, whatever that means to you. Whether it's putting on an 80s outfit and doing some stupid dance moves, or talking to friends that you haven't spoken to in a while. Just being creative. What it does is the different medias of art actually bring out different versions of yourself. Now, this may or may not be true. I don't know. I don't want anybody to quote me, but I feel like we know ourselves better than most, right? In an epidemic like now, with the pandemic and everything that's happening, we really need to focus on being in tune with what we are and who we are as people. Now, I chose something straight from my brain because I like drawing things that come to me in patterns and waves. But what I wanted to do with this painting was use chakras. Red for your root chakra and so on. Meditation and yoga have helped me through some of the most tumultuous times of my life. And right now shouldn't be any different. There are people that are scared they're going to be unemployed forever. There are people that are scared that they're going to lose loved ones. There are people that are scared of never seeing their family again. Definitely not the 2020 that all of us thought it was going to be. But now more than ever, it's time to focus on what makes you happy. Gratitude. When I play the piano, I feel all of the release at once. And when I sing, it helps me kind of put everything together and gather it. And it's almost like an unlocked box that I can get to by playing that. Now, painting is something completely different. I painted right before, in the past, being on suicide watch. From college, I painted when my parents got divorced. I painted with my first heartbreak. Painting is so deep. and it lets out so much. I actually did a paper, I think it's about 30 pages, on psychological aspects of Vincent van Gogh and how his artwork will tell you what he's going through. Now, I would never, ever, ever say that I was as good as Vincent van Gogh. That man was brilliant. But I would like to think that on some way that my sincerity of the world, my genuine aspect, and pure mindset is very similar to him. He didn't want to be famous. He didn't care. He just wanted to inspire people. He just wanted to help. Pay for bills, put food on the table. There's a reason why it's called Starving Artist. Now, dealing with trauma, art therapy can really help with that. Because if you think about childhood, and I was just talking to a dear friend about this, childhood can be traumatic on its own. It can be you had a beautiful life and your mom and dad left you at a grocery store for a couple hours, forgot about you, or you got lost. In that moment, your world is over. Everything's freaking out. It's a different perspective. You don't know what to do. The thing about that is it's just in the now, right? Your pain is not constant. Your pain is temporary. That's what art is. It's capturing that moment, that essence. Yeah, you might wake up and be perfectly fine. And then 3 or 4 days later, you have a little freak out. In those freak outs, write down what you're thinking. Put it into a poem. Write down how you're feeling. Bring it about. Paint it. Draw it. Dance it out. Talk it out. Play it out. Music, they say, it opens the soul. But I would like to go a step further and say, no. Art opens the soul. Talking doesn't do a lot, especially if you don't have the right kind of language. I myself call myself lost in translation a lot because in my brain, I see things completely different. And sometimes it can be what people were meaning. Other times it can be completely opposite. And I have learned this about myself. Knowing your boundaries, knowing your strengths, they can help you in life. What I enjoy out of life is the beauty, the unknown, the uncertainty, the adventure. And there are some people who like everything to be the same every day. That's called consistency, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love that part too. Just like I'm married to my amazing twin flame, and I love the fact that I come home to him every day, he comes home to me every day. So we have an amazing relationship. And there's understanding on the highest level. But what I would love to do is just be. I miss a lot of my friends back home, and this definitely helps me bring peace to my mind, understand things. I think I'm going to switch to orange now. Start going up the chakras. Life throws all kinds of curveballs at us. For instance, take now. The whole entire world is scared of the neighbor next to them. We hear a cough and our worst nightmares are upon us. We're about to be locked down and stuck together. Now more than ever, we need to focus on the little things that keep us going. One of my favorite shows, Grey's Anatomy, when anything's wrong, what do? They dance it out. So art really is a way of dealing with trauma. And especially now, I encourage all of you to pick up a canvas, pick up an instrument you haven't played in a while, write down words that have been awing at you, and then tune them until it sounds like a poem, or, it doesn't have to rhyme. It's whatever you're feeling. Make your statement on this world that we're living in. Because right now we're all in pause. We've been sent to our room because we've been bad beer. And like I've said before, I do believe that we are the plague. That does not mean that I am an extremist and wanting to do anything bad. That's not what that means. It just means that I feel like we've had our time to figure shit out. You know what I want from all this? Gratefulness. I want all of us to go, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be able to breathe. I'm happy to be able to understand people. I'm happy to be able to look around. We have great vision. I'm happy to be able to hear people. I'm happy to be able to understand. I'm happy to be married. All these things are grateful. I started a grateful journal back in 2016 when things were really bad. One of my best friends made me go on nature walks and trails, and she really saved my life. But in this world, we have to be able to save each other and ourselves. So, like, if you are missing a friend, call them. They're probably freaking out. If you are wanting to understand solitude and sanctuary, read a book on it. Right now, fill yourself with knowledge and experience and get as much as you can so when you go back in the world, you're a different version of yourself. Maybe the version of you wasn't working. Maybe you weren't helping people like you thought you were. And I'm speaking for myself on this. I've come to some realization that I think of myself differently than the rest of the world does. Once again, lots of translation. Each time that the world has made you feel, wow, write it down. Understand that basically just scary times right now, and we have to keep our cool. We have to try and see something other than just scared, other than just fear. Because fear will starve the soul. Fear will cause us to be stuck. It's something one of my best friends said. Adapt, flow, and grow. That couldn't be more right. Right now we just need to adapt to everything that's happening. And I feel like that's what this painting kind of is. It's flowing in a different direction. I believe in a world where we all understand each other and we're able to correlate that. And thank you for watching. I'm definitely not done with my painting, so there'll definitely be more. Namaste. And have a beautiful day, guys.